It's payday Friday. You open your banking app, see that fresh $3,200 deposit, and feel unstoppable. Fast forward 2 weeks, you're staring at a balance of $87, wondering where it all went. Meanwhile, your quiet coworker, the one who never flexes a new car or designer sneakers, just bought her second rental property. How? She's not earning more than you. She's playing by a different set of money rules most Americans have never even heard of. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 10 Japanese money habits that build quiet, lasting wealth. And trust me, once you hear these, you'll never look at your paycheck the same way again. In America, wealth is loud. We celebrate spending, new cars, new houses, new wardrobes. Instagram posts, TikTok flexes, congratulatory comments. In Japan, wealth is quiet. It's considered tasteless to flaunt it. Financial restraint isn't sacrifice, it's a value. There's even a word for it, satsamashi, meaning modestly reserved. The quieter you live, the more admired you are. Imagine flipping that cultural script in your own life, not to hide success, but to build it without leaking money every month. Habit 1. Wabi-sabi, beauty in imperfection. In America, imperfection is a reason to replace. Scratch on your phone? New phone. Couch cushion flattened? New couch. Japan's philosophy of wabi-sabi flips that script. It's about finding beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. Think of a cracked bowl repaired with gold lacquer. The crack becomes part of its story, not a reason to discard it. Applied to money, this mindset saves thousands. Americans spend nearly $9,500 a year on apparel, furnishings, and electronics, categories driven by dissatisfaction. If wabi-sabi helps you keep things longer, repair instead of replace, and appreciate what you already own, even a 25% reduction saves $2,375 annually. Stop chasing perfect. Wealth grows when you value what already works. Habit 2. Oasuji, the annual reset. Every December, Japanese families practice oasuji, a deep clean and reset. Applied to finances, it's an annual audit, subscriptions, insurance, investments, debts. Cancel what no longer serves you, renegotiate what can be lowered, realign with your goals. Example, one person found $318 a month in forgotten charges, nearly $3,800 a year. That's a vacation, a Roth IRA contribution, or debt payoff money. Don't let financial clutter drain you silently. One annual reset can redirect thousands toward your future. Habit 3. Chokin, save first, spend later. This one is deceptively simple but life-changing. Chokin means saving before spending. In Japan, it's cultural default. In the US, most people earn, spend, and hope something's left. Spoiler, nothing's left. Flip the order, earn, save, spend. Automate transfers the day after payday. If you earn $4,800, move $960, 20%, immediately into savings and investments. Your spending reality becomes $3,840. Within a year, you've saved $11,520. Over 20 years at 8% returns, that's $570,000. Same salary, different sequence. Wealth isn't about discipline. It's about structure. Save first, spend second, and watch your future transform. Habit 4. Shinrin-yoku, free living. Shinrin-yoku means forest bathing, quiet time in nature. But the broader principle is free living, building leisure around activities that don't cost money. In the US, fun equals spending, concerts, trips, shopping. Average household entertainment spending, $3,000 a year. Try this, weekends built around parks, cooking with friends, library visits, long walks. Entertainment spending drops by 60% in months. And the quality of life? Often higher, because presence replaces consumption. Fun doesn't have to drain your wallet. The richest moments are often free. Habit 5. Kakeibo, the notebook that outsmarts apps. Forget budgeting apps. Japan's century-old system, Kakeibo, is brutally simple. A notebook, a pen, and 4 categories: needs, wants, culture, unexpected. Every day, you write down what you spent. That act of writing forces awareness. Psychologists call it cognitive friction. Apps make you passive, writing makes you conscious. Example, you jot down, DoorDash $42, want. Suddenly, it's not just a swipe. It's a choice you see in ink. That friction cuts spending by 20 to 30%. A $3 notebook can save you $1,000 plus a month. Wealth doesn't start with income, it starts with awareness. Habit 6, Matanai, the shame of waste. In Japan, wasting food, clothes, or money carries emotional weight. The word matanai means what a waste. Americans throw away 30% of food, 82 pounds of textiles per person per year, and replace phones every 2 to 3 years. Try this, photograph everything you throw away for 1 week. You'll be shocked. One creator saved $2,000 a year just by meal planning around what was already in the fridge. Respect what you already own. Repair before replacing. Use fully before upgrading. Every dollar you don't waste is a dollar you keep. Habit 7, Hara Hachibu, 80% is enough. Okinawans live by Hara Hachibu, eat until 80% full. Applied to money, it means spend only 80% of your income. If you earn $4,200 a month, live on $3,360. The rest, $840, goes straight to savings and investments. Math check, at 8% returns, that difference over 30 years is $1.47 million versus $293,000. Same salary, different philosophy. 80% isn't deprivation. It's margin. Margin is where wealth lives. It's breathing room, resilience, opportunity. Habit 8, Kaizen, small steps, big change. Americans love dramatic overhauls, no spend January. Cut all dining out. But most quit by March. Japan's Kaizen is different, continuous small improvements. Reduce dining out by 10% this month. Increase retirement contributions by 1% next month. Cancel one subscription the month after. Your brain doesn't resist small changes. They sneak under the radar. After a year, you look up and realize your savings rate tripled. Don't chase giant leaps. Chase 1% improvements. They compound into transformation. Habit 9, Ikigai, money with purpose. Most Americans save because they should or spend because something looks appealing. Japan's Ikigai asks, what is the money for? It's your reason for being. Example, a father defined his Ikigai as being present for my daughter's childhood without financial stress. Suddenly, impulse purchases weren't just expensive, they were irrelevant. Define your money's purpose. Every dollar becomes a vote for or against the life you want. Habit 10, Hansei, honest reflection. Finally, the glue that holds everything together, Hansei, or honest self-reflection. In Japan, it's cultural, kids practice it in school. Applied to money, it's a monthly review. Did I meet my savings goal? What purchases brought genuine value? What would I do differently? This isn't guilt. It's growth. Reflection sharpens matanai, makes hara hachibu easier, gives kaizen direction. Without hansei, habits fade. With it, they compound. 10 minutes of reflection each month is the lever that multiplies every other habit. Quiet wealth, loud results. Here's the truth. Wealth isn't built by earning more. It's built by understanding more. These Japanese habits survived wars, recessions, and cultural shifts because they're grounded in respect, for money, for yourself, for the future. You don't need a bigger paycheck to start. You might already earn enough. What you need is a notebook, a pen, and the willingness to pay attention. Imagine yourself 2 years from now. Same job, same salary, same apartment, but $20,000 saved, debt shrinking, investments growing, weekends rich with free joy, and a mindset that sees beauty in imperfection instead of chasing endless upgrades. That's quiet wealth. That's lasting wealth. And it starts today, with one habit, one choice, one reflection. Don't wait for more income. Build more wisdom. Because wealth isn't about what you earn, it's about how you live. This is where everything changes. Japanese wealth habits are not about getting rich fast. They're about staying rich. Forever. They think in decades, not days. In generations, not months. Before spending, they think, how will this affect my future? Before investing, they think, will this still matter in 10 years? But in America, most decisions are short-term. Quick gains. Quick dopamine. Quick results. And that leads to quick losses. Wealth is not built in months. It's built in habits, repeated over years. Let's connect everything you just learned. Kakeibo gives you awareness. Hara Hachibu gives you control. Small savings give you consistency. Delayed gratification gives you discipline. Minimalism gives you clarity. Respect gives you intention. Long-term thinking gives you direction. And when you combine all of these, you don't just build money. You build a wealth identity. That's the real goal. Because money comes and goes. But identity? That stays. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You don't need more money to become rich. You need better habits. Because without the right habits, more money just creates bigger problems. But with the right habits, even average income can turn into extraordinary wealth. So the question is not, how can I earn more? The real question is, how can I think differently about money? Because the moment you shift your mindset, everything changes. If you made it this far, you're already ahead of 90% of people. Now don't just watch this. Apply one habit today. Just one. Because small changes create massive results over time. And remember, real wealth is not about looking rich. It's about being free, quietly, consistently, forever.